and welcome to Top 5 this week. Staying with the Royal Rumble theme, we did best debuts, like surprises last week. We've got some comments from that. Matt, take it away. What are the best comments? Have you got any funny ones this week?
Fucking weird ones. Juicy, you say?
I can do some as well if you, Matt, if you want.
Yeah. You can do Asian Nightmares. And yeah. Anyway, Juicy User, it's top 5. Starting from number 5 was Hacksaw Jim Duggan returning in 2012, Diesel 2011, Triple H in 2016, Rey Mysterio in 2018, and AJ Styles debuting in 2016.
I have a feeling that these might have got the mission log wrong as well.
Why?
Because they're all people returning in the Royal Rumble.
And that was, well, AJ's was a debut, wasn't
it? Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Hilljack, Mr. Perfect 2002, Bubba Ray Dudley 2015.
Next one.
2022.
He's there! He's come!
Booker T 2011 and Jericho 2013. Do you want me to do Asian Nightmares, mate? Because it's next to my list.
You can do. Booker T returning now in a Royal Rumble isn't surprising anymore to me. It's boring. Just stop bringing Booker T out of Royal Rumble.
It's almost like when number 10 hits and Ty Dillinger / Sean Spears doesn't come out.
Yeah. Like, stop bringing him out. It's done with. I don't want to see Booker T do a spinneroonie ever again. Anyway, yeah. Asian Nightmare.
So, Jerry the King Lawler, 97. Michael Cole, 2012. Okay, hell. The Hurricane 2018.
Ted, you're on
Logan
smoke
Paul,
here, mate.
2023. Christian 2021. Ted, what are you playing at?
Logan Paul one I can understand. Out of all of them, that's the only one I can understand. Well, the Hurricane, actually, because the Hurricane...
I would say Logan Paul was a surprise, though. He was wrestling at that point, wasn't he? So
he'd not been seen in about since he wrestled Roman, though. In Crown Jewel, so he'd been off for some time. And then he had that big thing with Ricochet, didn't he? At the Royal Rumble.
He did.
Oh, sorry, that guy in AEW that is the future world champion. Yeah, but like Michael Cole in 2012. Educate yourself, mate.
Every time.
All Elite Wrestling fella, and this ain't John's because I know half of it says is not something John would come up with unless he's always been doing some research. Bob Backlund in 2000.
I do remember Bob Backlund in 2000.
Yeah, that's because you've watched that event so many fucking times. It's your favourite. Roddy Piper in 2008. MVP in 2020. Sami Zayn in 2016. And Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar number 1? That was a shit. That was the Rumble that Shane produced, wasn't it? And that was the last ever thing Shane did in WWE. And Vince fired him.
He booked himself for 31 as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Ziggler 29 and him at 30, and I'm like, what?
Top rope. We got Mabel 99.
Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Hey, King Mabel. I'm alright with that.
It was when he was turning slowly into the dark side. Wanted to go with the Ministry.
Godfather 2013. Goldust 2013. Keith Lee. Ted.
Have you got another account?
Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind.
Yeah. Legend. Mr. Green. Honky Tonk Man in 2001. I'm surprised Drew Carey wasn't on there, to be quite honest with you. Jeff Jarrett 2019. The Boogeyman 2015, Road Dogg 2012, and DDP in 2015.
Desert Man, our own special mod. Foley 2004, Cena 2008, RVD 2009, AJ Styles 2016, and Edge 2020.
I don't remember RVD in 2009.
It was, yeah.
Well, do you know what that means, Matthew? You'll have to watch Royal Rumble 2009 this week.
I don't want to. Autumn won it. It was boring.
We're gonna have to watch it and see.
I don't. Did he return? Was he injured?
I think that were a long return after it. No. He returned the Money in the Bank, didn't he? Actually, thinking of
that was in 2012 or 2013. It was later on. I'm not sure.
Watched it, so I don't know.
LP fan. Big Show returns in 2001 Royal Rumble. Drew throws Brock out of the Royal Rumble in 2020. John Cena returns in 2008. AJ Styles debuts in 2016. And one that I actually forgot about. Actually, I don't know why this is in there, to be quite honest with you. But Chris Benoit, I suppose it was a surprise. Chris Benoit wins the Royal Rumble in 2004. That's one of my favourite Royal Rumbles as well, to be fair.
And last but not least, Burt Angle. I love Burt Angle's YouTube picture.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is at least 3 of them Kurt Angle related?
None of them are Kurt Angle.
No.
Piper 2008. Sami Zayn 2016.
Mhm.
Jericho 2013. Christian 2021. Edge 2020.
Burt wins. He's the only one that's got Edge on it.
No, Dave's got Edge.
Yeah, didn't Dave
Did he?
have Edge at top?
Oh, he did as well, yeah. Dave and Burt win. Also, I really struggled with the thumbnail that for that top 5. I didn't know what to do on it, so I just put that. But it's done well, so happy days. But yeah, that was top 5 from last week.
Happy days. But yeah, so now we've got top 5 matches that are at a Royal Rumble.
Yes. So we don't get confused on the mission.
John sent out a message last night with the most clear, concise things for me.
It's matches that fall under the pay-per-view Royal Rumble. So it could be the Royal Rumble match if you want it to be, or it could be a match that happened at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view at any point. Okay?
Yep.
So, Matt, number 5.
The Rock versus Mankind in 1999 for the WWE Championship. And I quit match.
Is that the empty arena one?
No. One where The Rock wins the title off him. And he constantly hits him over the head with a chair because Foley keeps asking him to. The empty arena was on Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's ringing a bell now, yeah.
That was my number 5. It was sick. It was so good. I watched it again the other week. Brutal.
My number 5, it could be higher, but because of one of the people that are in it, I've marked it down a little bit. I've gone for Benoit Jericho, the ladder match in 2001. It were such a different style of ladder match. It went. Obviously, we used to high flying.
Someone's watched the video from last week.
But yeah, it's a very, very, very good match. Really, really good.
So, as I said to you two before I came on, I've done my top 5 for matches I can remember, and I need to start doing this more. I watch all the rest of these guys do. I just can't remember it. So I've got number 5, 2005's actual Royal Rumble, but for the moment where it was Cena and Batista in the ring, because at that point it was the dream match, because they were one SmackDown, one was Raw. They never come against each other, and we were all praying for one day that payoff. We got Cena, Batista, one for all. So yeah, the moment of that one.
Vince tearing his quads.
And
not just one, but both quads.
Both.
Yeah.
Running his ass around the ring like he's a dog with fucking worms.
It's so fucking funny.
My number 4. John Cena versus Umaga from Rumble 2007, the last man standing match. It was Umaga looked so good in this match. Everything John Cena did to him, he just kept getting up. He took John Cena to literally choke the life out of him with the ropes. It was just such a sick visual. Like but it showed that little bit of animosity from Cena as well, that they should have capitalized on and maybe shown a more darker side to Cena, let's say at that point. But yeah, that's like that's my number 4.
John?
Hardy Boys versus Dudleys, 2000.
Thought it would be.
We spoke about it briefly last week as well, didn't we? It was like, that was the first time I remember seeing any shit like that happen on wrestling. Because this is back when Royal Rumble 2000, mate, I had a recorded video copy of it from Channel 4.
Yeah.
And I was watching my wrestling. My wrestling was Sunday Night Heat at this point. And that was it. But yeah, that was the beginning of one of the beginning births of obviously the three-way tag team title pull for the next few years and made superstars out of Dudley's, Hardy's, and Edge and Christian. But that match was just brilliant.
It was.
My number 4 is Triple H versus Cactus Jack, Royal Rumble 2000. I know where this is going to be on John's list. It was a sick match, wasn't it? It was so good. It's just not higher just because the three of us had me more entertained.
Yeah, it's on my list a bit further up. My number 3, Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns, 2017. It was just a sick match. I thought Kev were actually going to get the win.
I haven't put this in my list because Kevin Owens technically got the win.
Weren't that in 2021?
No,
I can't remember what year it was, but
because that was
the year they lost the key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was when he was undisputed champ.
Have I got the wrong match?
What 2017 Cena and Styles?
It was 2021 because it was around the.
It was Tribal Chief.
The Arena. Yeah, with Paul Heyman because Paul Heyman fucking lost the key.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so that'll be Tribal Chief era, won't it? Because Paul Heyman wasn't with Reigns in 2017.
Oh shit! I've got the wrong match.
Was Roman did face Kevin Owens in an ODQ match. Jericho was suspended above cage. It was shit.
Yeah,
it went
That's
with
the
one
wrong
of
match.
Roman's.
I had the wrong match in my mind.
When the one where as soon as you said Kevin Owens, that's the one I thought of.
That's what I thought it was.
2021.
But yeah, that I really enjoyed.
Was
that
it 21?
That
yeah,
one
it was 21 because it was in an empty arena.
Was it the empty arena?
Yeah, of course it was. Of course it was. Oh, sorry, peeps. Let's say I got that one wrong. But yeah, the one I meant is that one.
Yeah, last man standing.
I was going to put it on my list, and then I reminded myself that it was a good match, and then I fucking hated it because they lost the key, and it went on forever. And obviously, Roman couldn't stand up because of the way he was handcuffed up. So technically, the count should have continued in fucking dealt with it on Monday Night Raw.
All right, Phoebe. Fucking hell.
No, it's not even. That's not that.
No, I know. I know. I'm taking the piss.
Do the 10 count and then fix it on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. Have him rematch and then beat Kev again or something like that. That sort of shit.
I don't think they would have just because of the streak that was going on.
Yeah, but it went on for fucking. I remember it killed the match because Kevin just disappeared. Kev just stood there. He wasn't even kicking Roman or doing anything to Roman. He just moved.
Yeah, I remember.
And then there's Paul Heyman there looking fucking clueless. The ref 9. Like he forgot how to say 10.
I think he did.
But yeah. What number was that?
Number 3.
My number 3. Royal Rumble match 2020. Just not just Edge, but Drew throwing out Brock, Drew winning the match. Having that year we had Morrison. Obviously Morrison had just returned, which I know not big fans of Morrison, but returning to WWE, it should have been done at the Royal Rumble, but it wasn't. It was done a few weeks on SmackDown and got absolutely buried in between whatever Roman was doing. You had Keith Lee come out and face Lesnar. Lesnar was dominating for the first half hour, 20 minutes before Drew came out. It was just sick. The Royal Rumble match itself was just so good, and then Edge coming out. Then you had the team up of Edge and Orton before Edge threw Orton out. And then Drew throwing Roman out at the end showed the trust that WWE had in Drew to go forward. Obviously, pandemic stuff happened afterwards, but the Royal Rumble match itself was just sick. It's one of my favourite Royal Rumble matches. My 3 is
Royal Rumble 2020. So yeah, all the exact same reasons. More than anything, Big Daddy Drew kicking fucking Brock's head into the fifth. Yeah. Because at that point, I was so fed up with Brock on WWE TV.
I think everyone was.
And everybody that came in, I was like, yes, please throw him out. Because I remember he had the stare down with Keith Lee and he gave Keith Lee the nod when he put Keith Lee out. Like, and I'm sure Big E had a bit of a moment with him as well.
Big E did. And then Benjamin, because obviously he came through with Benjamin, didn't he? And then
Yeah.
They had that playoff. Yeah. MVP returned.
And then obviously Big Daddy Drew came in and reminded him that he's not the big
Ricochet
boy in the playground.
low-blowed him, didn't he? And then Drew claymored him. Oh,
yeah.
Which was sick. So, John, number 2.
Number 2, Royal Rumble 2008 match. Just we talked about last week.
Yeah.
It was one of my favourite ones. The crowd made that one really good. Obviously with John Cena coming back. It just pips the 2000 Royal Rumble though. It hasn't made me list the 2000 Royal Rumble, but when I weighed it up, the only reason that is a match. The match has made
sorry,
it.
yeah,
Royal
stupid
Rumble
of me.
The 2000 Royal Rumble, I like that for all different reasons.
Yeah.
You know, eating Matt 3 times in a row.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, the 2008 Royal Rumble, it's everything. Just when obviously the people talk about the insides of wrestling a bit more, you know, and like Taker put Cody over in his rookie year and Cena's returns, and had the whole point with Snooker and Piper as well, even though it was cheese, but it was still good.
Yeah.
And then Madison Square Garden. I stand by what I said last week.
The one with Foley and Santino.
Yeah. Foley was in it as well. Because that was around the same time, was it?
Was it
They were doing
Cobra?
the rating.
Or am I thinking of 2012? When they did the Cobra versus the Sock thing. That might have been 2012. I think that would be 2012. I don't think the Cobra was in 2008.
No, I think that's around the time he was doing the Hardcore Legend with Edge, wasn't it, 2008?
No, that was 2006. That was when ECW One Night Stand came back again.
yeah, shit, yeah.
2008, I think, was Santino's with Beth. Because Beth faced Maria, was it, at WrestleMania that year? And Snoop Dogg kissed Maria. And Santino went sick.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah. I hate my head sometimes, you know.
Yeah, but 2008 Royal Rumble is my number 2.
Yeah, Ted?
My number 2 is Triple H versus Cactus Jack.
What's wrong with both of you?
There's one match that's higher than that.
There's 2 matches that are higher for me.
But yeah, Triple H versus Cactus Jack. I'm going to keep it very brief because John's going to explain how great this match is. But I remember
I might
watching
not
it as a
put it in my
kid.
list. I might have purposely left it off.
No,
I
you
don't
haven't.
think
You
you
put
have.
it top because of how much you've gone on about it in the past.
But yeah,
It's like
it's
me
a
with
great
Edge
match.
returning in the Royal Rumble. We know it's going to be top.
But yeah, it was a great moment. It's a great match. It was supposed to be Foley's send off. Obviously, it didn't turn out to be that way, but he absolutely gave it his all, and it's probably up there with probably one of Triple H's best matches, in his career. He absolutely smashed it out of the park. But yeah, I'll let John in a second or two explain why it's one of the best matches ever.
My number 2. My last 2 are a bit not controversial, but my number 2 is Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit 2003 for the WWE Championship. What a fucking wrestling match! Like from top to bottom, it was so. And when people talk about one of Kurt Angle's favorite best matches, that is one of them. It is so. And then the way Benoit got a standing. I'm talking about Benoit, the rest of everyone, by the way. When Benoit got a standing ovation at the end of the match, off the crowd and the commentators and it just pointed out how good he was and how good that match was altogether. It was so good.
Yeah, it was. So my number 1 is AJ Styles versus John Cena from Royal Rumble 2017. Got it right this time.
You got it there.
Yeah. What a match! We all know AJ Styles could go, but it also took John Cena up a level for me. It showed that John Cena had a few moves in his moveset, and he weren't just the 5 moves of doom. It brought Cena up. So, but yeah, it's a absolute banger of a match, and it's I'd say it's John Cena's best match of his career.
Controversial. I think his SummerSlam match with AJ Styles was better.
Yeah.
I think the
I don't think that's controversial. I sort of agree. I believe the SummerSlam stuff was
SummerSlam
around that
was
time was so much more
good.
better.
Yeah, I think it was better than the Royal Rumble. I know why you put it in because the way it all went down. But for me, the SummerSlam match between AJ and Cena was what we were one of the top 5 when we come and do Cena's best matches down the line when he retires. For me, it's in the top 5 for miles.
Oh,
But
fucking
fair
hell, I've
play.
not thought of that one. Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
that's coming towards the end of the year, folks. Keep an eye out on that one. Um,
Jesus,
well, we know
Stavely,
you're
and
number
not getting
one.
in trouble.
We know you're number one.
What's your
And
number?
if you've watched the video last week, you'll know what my number one is because I said it. My number one is Chris Jericho versus Chris Benoit in a ladder match for the Intercontinental title in 2001.
It is a great match.
I said it last week. It was the perfect for me. It's my favorite and perfect ladder match of all time. There is nothing wrong with that match. By every single.
What about WLC?
That's got tables in it. It's
It's got
technicality.
tables, ladders, and
It's got ladders
TLC.
though as well, though. It's got ladders.
Yeah, but
though,
it's a
too.
technicality because it's got the TLC in it. Yeah, the match is perfect by both men, and I loved both of them at the time. I loved Benoit a little bit more at the time, and I wanted more from Benoit. But it was just sick.
Do you know what? It absolutely sucks balls to do something like this that we do every week. We
I know.
we're afraid to give that man his roses for his wrestling stuff. Because I think we could do a whole special just on him.
Yeah.
But we can't give him his roses. It sucks because people will take it the wrong way. Oh, look at these guys. They're promoting him and what he did. Well, no, we're not. We're talking about what he's wrestling. But
Paul Heyman said it best.
Paul Heyman said it best. I'm literally about to say the same thing.
yeah,
Paul Heyman said it best.
Yeah, he said it.
In ring, one of the most gifted and best technical wrestlers of all time. Out of ring, fuck you, what you did.
Absolutely. But
John, surprise us all with your number one, mate.
I would love for him to swerve.
Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble last year.
Cody Rhodes coming back in 2023 and winning the Royal Rumble for the first time. Then winning it again. So Cody Rhodes doing the back-to-back Royal Rumble wins.
And if you get it your way, he'll be doing it again this year as well. Fucking hell.
No, I don't have him as a winner. You know I don't have him as my winner.
I know, I'm all joking.
Now, if you've watched us from day one, if you're one of the ones that listen to us from day one, and me and Matt, probably in the first episode, talked about us and our wrestling interests, you would know that my favourite match of all time belongs in a Royal Rumble.
It's WLC.
The WLC. The Wii Rumble.
They had a little man Royal Rumble, didn't they? They had a little man Royal Rumble on Raw. They had one on Raw.
Sure there is on Raw.
They had a little Kane. They had a little Kane, a little Snitsky, a little Undertaker, a little Booker T. It was mint, mate. I'll get the link and I'll send it. I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the Discord for everyone. Go join the Discord.
In the Discord for me. Don't just share it with me. So yeah, you've been following us for a while. You will know that my all-time favorite wrestling match is Cactus Jack versus Triple H Royal Rumble 2000. And I'm upset the boys put it lower than as they did. No, I'm kidding. It's our opinions. It's our opinions. Calm down, fucking hell, Ted. Jeez.
I'll fight you, mate. I'll fight you.
Mate, you can't say anything. You've had lists with Keith Lee and JD in them. All right.
JD will be a world champ in the future.
I mean, you've not mentioned Keith Lee in one of your Royal Rumble ones yet.
I know, that's so surprising.
But yeah, this match, obviously, as a kid, I didn't get to watch wrestling much, and I had a friend that Mum and Dad used to videotape the pay-per-views for them, and then they'd watch them, and then I'd borrow them, and this was one of the ones that I remember watching over and over again, and I'll probably still watch it over and over again. Like every now and then, when I watch wrestling, I can't find nothing to watch. I just go back to 2000. Spoiler for the next week's one: it will probably be either one or two of my favorite Royal Rumbles of all time.
Yeah.
Shock.
But this match, it was the first time I ever seen like thumbtacks being used in the ring and wood with barbed wire around it being used in the ring, and The Rock coming out and doing what he did the Triple H mid-match and then going on to the Royal Rumble match. Stephanie getting involved. Triple H being put on a fucking stretcher and Mick Foley pulling them off again, and Cactus Jack, the character. The whole build-up to it, though, as well, now was I'm old and the likes of the Netflix and the network existed. I could go back and watch the build-up to that match. It wasn't just a match it now. It's the whole build up where he banishes him and the whole locker room goes out and stuff like that now.
Yeah.
But for me, Mick Foley's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And I just love it. And I think it's even better now that I had that chat from the other year when I met him, and he told me the story about the thumbtacks, and it just makes it even better because that's my favorite bit in the match as well when the thumbtacks come out. That Vince McMahon told him and Triple H, no thumbtacks.
Yeah.
And they were like, yes, boss, yes, boss. And Triple H turned around and Mick Foley says, so where have you put the thumbtacks? But yeah, it's my all-time favourite match, so it had to be number one. So Mick Foley versus Cactus Jack in the street fight. And again, Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden, the crowds are just sick.
Yeah.
They're so up for it, the Royal Rumble. And all they get now is live events. They don't do any PLEs there.
I don't understand why. I know the capacity of it is not as big as what they can do now, but it's the best atmosphere. Like,
If
I
they
went
put
to a
Royal
Ring of
Rumble at
Honor
Madison
show
Square
there,
Garden,
and it
I
was
would try to get tickets and go.
it's so good. I went to the Supercard show there, and it was sick. It's got great acoustic.
Great.
It creates an atmosphere.
Closed in as well. It's all closed in, and they say that about arenas when they're open. The sound goes out. It's closed in. It's not the biggest arena in the world. But it's just great, and that. But yeah, number one for me, Cactus Jack, Triple H, Street Fight 2000. So next week's ones.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all clear now. I feel like I've done these ones. I
Royal
don't
Rumble
normally do them.
match. Royal Rumble
It
events.
is favourite because it is. We're into the Royal Rumble week next week, so we're going to have this next week as well as our picks. The next week's top 5 are Royal Rumbles as a whole.
As an event.
As an event, not a particular moment in them. There's the Royal Rumble. So Royal
Let
Rumble.
me pause for a second. See, it's the fucking collections actually. Yeah.
So
I'm
me
not
and
even
Matt
taking the piss.
Matt can close it down. We can
Fucking
close
do
it
it.
down.
He's done it
I'm
again.
back in a second. Sorry.
Right, we can close up on this one. But yeah, so that's what next week's is Royal Rumble pay-per-views as a whole, whatever ones. I already know my number one, and I probably know my number 2. They've both been on my list today.
I know my number one. Yeah, I know my top 5 to be fair.
Yeah, hey, and you'd be proud of me today, Matt. You never asked earlier on. I already did my list before we came on.
Oh, well done, mate. I'm proud of you.
Just before we came on.
Maybe we should start doing events that you like more. Maybe you're doing well in advance.
No, I didn't do it in advance. I did it just before we came on.
Yeah, but normally you do it while we're doing it.
Yeah. But yeah, so guys, in the comment below, let us know your favourite Royal Rumble matches. So remember, matches that happen under the Royal Rumble pay-per-view title.
Yep.
It could be a Royal Rumble match. It could be a single match, whatever. There was loads I could have put in. I was going to put China, Jericho, and Kurt Angle in there. I was going to put Taz and Kurt Angle. I could have just done the whole 2000 card if I wanted to.
Kurt Angle and Taz.
Kurt Angle and Taz was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Jerry Lawler made that much better. But yeah.
Weren't that the triple threat was China, Holly, Hardcore Holly, and Jericho?
Yeah, China, Hardcore
Yeah.
Holly, and Jericho, where they
That
were
was a good match,
co-ownership. Yeah. But yeah, so that's top 5, guys. In the comments, let us know is yours. And you know the spiel now. Don't forget to follow us everywhere. And if you want to see the Wii Rumble that Matt's going to put in the Discord, don't forget to follow it. It's in the link below.
Follow the Discord.
So peace out, everyone.